Hello there everyone and welcome along to episode number 70 of our F1 2019 career mode in season number 4 with Team Mercedes-Benz AMG Petronas. Me, Lucas Weber, the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's do this, folks. Weather looks fan-dabby doozy. Looks like there's been some upgrading this weekend. We haven't because we're fully upgraded. As the contract. Now I believe we need to choose a rival, don't we? Yes we do. So let's select the biggest pain in the arse on there. Let's have a look. Oh, Bottas! He's a pain in the arse. We'll select him. As you do. So let's have a look at how we're all stacking up, shall we? Because I imagine it's pretty good. There you go. Wow. Okay. Looks like Alfa Romeo have brought some whopping big upgrades this weekend. As have who is that in the middle there? That's Toro Rosso. Racing Point and Red Bull have also upgraded, but not Ferrari, Williams, Haas, Renault, or McLaren. Probably because they're maxed out already. But don't tell them that. But that Alfa Romeo, now third worst car, that could be a sign of things to come for the Italian team with Kimi Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi. Let's hope that they have some good fortune. Anyway, let's have a look at the championship, shall we? And with 119 points, we are almost double the points of Lewis Hamilton, followed by Valtteri Bottas, Charles Leclerc, Lucas Weber in 5th, then Kevin Magnussen, Devon Butler, Sebastian Vettel, Carlos Sainz and Danny Ricciardo, bringing out your top 10 in points. In the Constructors, Mercedes have a 42-point lead ahead of McLaren and Haas, Ferrari, Renault, Williams, Red Bull, Racing Point, Toro Rosso and Alfa Romeo, who are both yet to score. And we have 4 drivers that have not yet got off the mark, and they are Stroll, Raikkonen, Kvyat and Giovinazzi. So, Monaco Grand Prix, pole position is going to be crucial, so we're going to make sure we get this car absolutely spot on. We're going to get practiced, we're going to get qualified, hopefully we put it on the front row. And when we do, if we do, we'll see you for what's probably going to be a pedestrian like Monaco Grand Prix, because it is a case of follow the leader until the pit stops. But we shall see. Who knows? Maybe something bad will happen. Or not.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend downwards towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners at Saint-Devote. And don't expect to see much overtaking here today. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. Why don't we discuss McLaren? They've had just one retirement in the last 5 races. What do you think that says about the reliability of their car?
I think they can be fairly pleased with that record so far. The first thing any good car needs is a solid, reliable base with which to build on, and they seem to have that this season.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Poole lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Weber, Magnussen, Valtteri Bottas and Butler, Verstappen, Vettel, Ricciardo and Roman Grosjean, Kvyat, Leclerc, Sergio Perez and Albon, Gasly, Giovinazzi, Kimi Raikkonen and Nico Hülkenberg, Stroll and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, it's a short run to Saint-Devote, and you know what Monaco's like, so try to defend this lead.
We will do all we can to defend the lead. It is the pole position that we predicted. And you did see on the pre-grid that both Haas's take a penalty. That's big because Haas were strong around this circuit. But one stop around the streets of Monaco for the Monaco Grand Prix. Should be an easy one as well. Off the softs onto the mediums. We'll take some fuel out as well, try and lighten the car up just a little bit, knowing how good Monaco is for fuel saving. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton next to us, Lucas Weber right behind us. Let's see if we can turn pole position into a victory without any major incidents, shall we? Here we go then, folks, for the running of the Monaco Grand Prix. In season 4 from pole position, his 5 red lights are out, his lights out, and away we go. It's a really pretty decent start, actually. Weber, a bit of wheel banging there with one of the McLarens. I think that was that Bottas? Can't tell. These McLarens, these papaya orange McLarens are all the same as we go through Massenet and into Casino Square for the first time. Down the hill to Mirabeau. Trying to find out who this car is behind me here. We got side-by-side Lucas Weber and the other McLaren. And Weber will get that position as everyone starts to bunch up in the station hairpin. And now through Poitiers and into the tunnel for the first time. And you can see that the gap is kind of staying where it is. Although this McLaren wants to have a look at who is that? I think it's Hamilton, but I don't want to say for sure it is Hamilton. So Lucas Weber is third and Valtteri Bottas is in fourth as we go through the swimming pool into the Klingsheim curve. Bang! Onto them curves we go into that's the Rascasse. And then Anthony Nogue for the first time, and now we are on for 20 laps of pure, unadulterated, unabated mayhem. And that is the only thing that can be described as pure, unadulterated mayhem, folks. Because that's what it's gonna be as we head into Massenet and Casino Square. Hug the wall as best we can. Look at how much this McLaren is hugging that wall. It's absolutely hugging it, folks. I cannot stress how much it's hugging as we go to the station hairpin. You may not see many passes here at Monaco, but you may see some side-by-side action. Not a lot of side-by-side action, but there's going to be a fair bit here as we go out of the tunnel into that blinding light down into the Nouvelle chicane. And we'll watch as clunk, clunk. Use the chicane to really turn that car nicely. Hamilton's still all over as Weber is in third still. I think that's Bottas, and then you got into a bit of contact with the wall on the outside of the swimming pool and into the Rascasse. Oh, that Rascasse, it's full lock there through Anthony Nogue. And now down to start lap number 3. Everyone's trying to see them boards. You can't see them. Everything looks hunky-dory as Valtteri Bottas sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. DRS now enabled, the most useless system ever around Monaco. Hamilton looking all over the rear end through Casino Square. He's not going to have a lot of joy down here. His best chance may be the swimming pool. And I say maybe. We're still in overtake mode for some reason. We should be saving ERS out of that area now into Poitiers. And you can see us come through the tunnel there. Hamilton, Weber. Hamilton is all over our rear end. Look at that side by side in the tunnel. Who's going to get the better of that one with Lucas Weber looking around? Oh dear. I'm about to give that one back. Do we have to give that one back? Apparently not into back, and we're going to get away with that one. Stewards are taking it very kindly on us today for some reason. Maybe it's because Hamilton didn't have the move quite done. Or some pathetic excuse like that. As we go through Anthony Nogue, everything looks hunky-dory at the moment. I say at the moment.
A new strategy is available on the
Oh no! Who was that? Was that Hamilton trying around the outside? I think Hamilton wanted to come through badly there, but no dice, as they say. Hamilton may have wing damage then because of that.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel.
Pretty much burned off the fuel, says our man with the plan, Jeffrey. When I say he's the man with the plan, he may not have the best plan, but it's certainly one of, if not the Not that he does. I think Hamilton does have wing damage here because we have pulled away at a rate of knots, and now it's going to be a case of does Lucas Weber get past Lewis Hamilton? And in that papaya McLaren, I don't think that's that highly likely because that McLaren is a beast. It's an absolute beast. Tell you what, I know who I'd fancy here because Bottas was fast in practice. Bottas could be our main challenger for the championship. You would hope so anyway. As we go through San Devot and up the hill to Casino Square. You can see here. I mean, look. I mean, you got danger left, danger right. It is the ultimate test of an F1 driver of the Monaco Grand Prix. 70 laps of this place, and you're pulling your hair out afterwards. If you are hearing a crunching in the background, that crunching belongs to my cat. She's decided that now is a fantastic time to have some food. I honestly don't know why she's thought that, but then again, she is a cat. As we go into the Nouvelle Chicane, now down to the back corner. Yeah, Weber can't get past Hamilton, so whatever Hamilton's problem is, it's not holding him up enough to let people past. Although he may have to go in for a wing change. As we go through Rascasse, now up the hill into Anthony Nogue. Now come start lap 6. This is when we're going to be coming in for our pit stop here.
Pit window open. Let's box this lap.
Into the first corner we go, and now up the hill. It's looking pretty darn good here as we go through Casino Square. Little wide through the first part of Casino Square, but no harm, no foul. We're going to be able to get through to go down Mirabeau into the station hairpin. Oh, the car wanted to snap out a little bit there. I think we've got a good enough gap to Hamilton. We may be able to get an undercut here going. If we can get Hamilton as far away as possible, that should
Battery charge is high.
give us an advantage. You see, we're on non-ERS at the moment. We're that quick. We're saving ERS as we go, and now through to back, and this should be.
Box this lap, please.
Yep, box this lap. We hear you, Jeff. Into the Rascasse. Oh, love the helicopter shot there. And now into the pits comes car number 1 to be served by 18 men holding rubber. And that's what you call an absolute quick stop, just as the Ferrari was coming in and the Renault behind it. I think that Ferrari is big time Devon Butler. Or it might be Ricciardo actually, I'm not entirely sure. Here we come then, out of the pit lane. Fresh set of medium tyres on. And up the hill we go. To try and resume the chase, as they would say. I don't know how far the back of the field. Sainz is at the back of the field. See, this is the problem with Monaco. If you're a good car, and you get stuck behind traffic, you've got no hope. You've got 2 hopes, and one of them's Bob. Unfortunately. Now down the hill to Poitiers. Car getting a little squirmish on these mediums. They're not quite to temperature yet. Not quite to my liking. But give a couple of corners and we'll sort that out as Hamilton comes in with Lucas Weber right behind him. So you saw the damage on Hamilton's car. There's Weber. Oh, he's going to be held up a little bit. Oh. But I think Hamilton's Hamilton's replacing his wing. I can see he's coming way down the field here. Where's that papaya orange? There it is. It's at the back of this train. So you got Weber. There's the Ferrari. So where are we? Well, we must be in front of that Ferrari. So he's only just getting passed by that Ferrari, and it is Danny Ricciardo. So yeah. That's worked out very nicely for us. And Ricciardo's going to act as a bit of a block here, so we can get away on these mediums. Now the car to worry about, because the car that hasn't pitted yet is Bottas. So we'll see what Valtteri does when he comes into the pit lane. Hopefully he hasn't been held up, has he really? Because he's on a mission right about now. He'll be on an absolute mission. Is he pitting this lap? He's obviously not pitting this lap, because we set a fastest middle sector of anybody over the curves. Give that a good clunk. And we're coming up to the back of this train, but luckily a lot of them have now decided to pit. So let's see what happens here. We've overtaken a few cars there. The car, there you go, fastest lap of the Grand Prix in 11.7. Oh god, look who's next. Nico Hülkenberg. Nightmares of Baku are starting to reform in the noodle, because it was Hülkenberg that cost us a position to Bottas. There's Bottas just going through the tunnel now. Who's in front of him? That's one of the Williamses, I think. And then I think you got these two pink cars, Perez and Hülkenberg. So who's the Williams then? It must be Alex Albon. I'm thinking it's Alex Albon. Well, I hope it's Alex Albon. We'll see. I don't know where Vettel quite is, and we give the chicane a good clunking. Tell you what, Bottas, here he is now, Valtteri. And while he's in for the pits here, do our usual thing right about now. If you are new to the channel, welcome along. Consider that subscribe button. We're looking to get to 500. As Bottas gets his mediums and off he goes. Also hit that bell notification as well. You'll get notified when a new episode goes online. And speaking of notified, where are we? I don't know where we are. Well, there's the Ferrari train, so Bottas has really got an overcut. That is incredible. What an overcut. So we're going through Casino Square. He's just coming into the casino now. And we got Hülkenberg in front of us. Nightmares. 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 See what we can do when we get close to the German here in our former seat. Well, it's our former seat of 2 seasons ago, because Hülkenberg left Renault, and we joined Renault to take Hülkenberg's seat. But into the Rascas, look how close he is. He's pitting now. He's not. He's on the medium tyres. So he might be pitting for another 2-3 laps yet. But when he does, that's going to bring Bottas into play as we set the fastest last sector of anybody. See if we can put that all together for a fastest lap. Bottas still hasn't set a faster lap than us yet. His mediums should be warm enough now. He's coming into Casino Square now. See where we can make our move here. Try and make our move down into the tunnel. I swear that looks like Alex Albon. I think it is Alex Albon with Perez and Hülkenberg in front of us. Oh my god, Hülkenberg is slowing us up here, folks. He's backing us into Bottas. I feel some that's a bit deep on the brakes. I feel some tactics coming into play here. Unless Hülkenberg's trying to back us up a lot so that Perez and Albon can get an overcut. Which is possible. It's not likely, but it is possible at the moment as we get DRS. But you can see how useless DRS is down this front straight. It is utterly... It's like the proverbial hot knife through butters. Bottas sets an absolute stonker. There. Oh, there's a wake-up call. Bottas is coming, but we can't do everything. We're stuck behind this Force India. How ironic is it? We got our first win on F1 2019 in a Force India around Monaco, and now that same Force India is messing up the system. Through Poitiers, now into the tunnel, but we just can't do anything. And you can see now, because of how slow Hulkenberg is, that Bottas has been gaining hand over fist, and then Bottas is going to have the same problem. Who's behind Bottas? Who's that? Oh, that'll be the Ferrari, won't it, of Danny Ricciardo. Albon and Perez haven't pitted yet. Will you pit now, Hulkenberg? No. As we get a lovely exit out of Anthony Nogue, but there's the problem. The problem is right there. They've got to make changes to Monaco, just to try and do something. Because hey, every track should be impossible to pass on, but it shouldn't be this impossible. As we go through Mirabeau into the station hairpin, if I stare at the back of this Force India anymore, there's going to be a frickin' problem. And if you look behind us now, here comes Bottas. And we're now having to defend from Bottas. Because we cannot get past this Force India. And that Force India is not shabby in a straight, let me assure you. That Force India is pretty darn good. Oh, into the wall. Give that a big clunk. There we go. We've got two of them pitting. It's Perez pitting. Hulkenberg's going to go on one more lap. So Perez has pitted. Is it Albon? It is Alex Albon. He's pitted. He may be in the catbird seat here, Alex Albon. He's going to put the... I imagine they're going to put the soft tyres on. See where they come out in all of this. But Hulkenberg leads this race. Hulkenberg is a pain in the doodah. You can see we're saving ERS, just trying to do anything really. If we can get a full deployment out of the tunnel. Oh, and that's into the curb on Mirabeau. That's going to put Bottas right on our tail. See if he tries everything down into the chicane. He's having a think about it. We'll cut him off there before he even gets that sorted there. Oh, I might have clipped the curb a little bit into the back there. We're just letting Hulkenberg go away. I think he's pitting this lap, and thank God he is. There he goes out the way, and we take the lead of the Monaco Grand Prix back. Oh dear me. However, there is a however coming, folks. And yeah, we see we skip forward here to the end of lap 19, coming to start lap number 20. Nothing happened. Basically, with Bottas thinking about a move, but Bottas never made the move.
Let's turn up the ERS deployment.
But here we go. You see, we're going very defensive into Santa Bottom now up the hill. This is on the final lap here. Bottas is thinking about it. See, this is what I'm talking about. The last 5 laps, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. But he doesn't actually do it. He doesn't pull the plug. We're going to go for a full deployment here. I think down into the chicane. Hopefully we can get away with it as we come through Poitiers. Here we go. There's Bottas. Through the kink. Where is Bottas? I don't see it. There he is! Oh dear, what's he doing? Oh dear me. Oh, he's going for a move into the back. That is not going to work. That is absolutely disgraceful. And now he's caused a traffic jam. We've lost our entire front wing. What the hell happened? Let's have another look at that. Bottas, see you later. We gave him the room. But ow! That's death. That should be a red flag right there. Dear me, that should be a red flag. Bottas has lost his wing. Ricciardo has got to have it unscathed. Actually, fair play there. Kevin Magnussen is out. Leclerc is out. But yeah, dirty Bottas, folks. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting, but that doesn't matter. Front wing or not, we win the Monaco Grand Prix.
Great drive. We did it. Good job.
If there's a justice, Bottas will get a penalty for that.
The Mercedes team pulled out a fantastic performance today. They should be proud. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. So let's review the updated driver's standings. All increases their championship lead. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Daniel Ricciardo certainly impressed me today. An incredible performance.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Dear me, folks. Dear me. And you can see there, Bottas did. He finished 5th, actually. So, unbelievable. But we win the Monaco Grand Prix from Danny Ricciardo, Lucas Weber in 3rd. Butler, there's Bottas. Dirty Bottas in P5. Roman Grosjean P6. Look at this. Danny Kvyat, first points for Toro Rosso this season. That's 6 for Toro Rosso. Then Vettel, Albon, and Giovinazzi gets a point for Alpha. Oh my lord. Giovinazzi gets a point at the Monaco Grand Prix. You love to see it. Take a look at everyone else here. Leclerc and Magnussen didn't finish. I assume they got caught up in that absolute melee. Gasly finished low down. Hamilton finished low down as 2nd as well. Oh my god. Claire, we're going to need to dissect that. We're going to need to dissect that very, very methodically. Oh, Caller watching porn again.
Out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
Coming across the line with no front wing.
You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled.
Well, I was in control of my car. I'm not sure there was a McLaren in control of his car or not, but couldn't do without the Mercedes team behind us.
How does it feel, sharing a Formula 1 podium?
You
with
asked
the
me this
whole
question
best
last
team?
race, and it's the same answer as last race. It's there's no one I'd rather be up there with.
Do you think you were lucky not to end your race with that crash?
Because that crash was all Bottas's fault, and Bottas drove like a twat. No comment.
Great. Well, that's everything.
I'm glad. He really did drive like a penis, didn't he? I mean, what more needs to be said? He drove like an absolute knobhead. He was not even close down the side of Tabac, and well, we all saw what happened there. I think we were lucky to finish that race after what Bottas did. Really, really lucky. Yeah, we got the team goal, qualified best, second or better, but you know, he went for a gap that wasn't there, that he had no right to go in there for, and quite frankly, everything that happened behind him he brought on himself. I think he probably should have retired from that race. No word of a lie.
Great work this weekend. It was fantastic to see you up on that podium.
Thank you, Emma. Lucas is happy he was on the podium at Monaco. Again, we're not going to do either of these because we've done them before and pointless, really. So let's have a look then. We're going to get engine. Our engine looks fine. It'll hold for Canada. That's all well and good. We don't need to choose a rival. So there's the championship as it stands, and look at that. Toro Rosso and Alfa Romeo finally off the mark. Giovinazzi with his first point, and Kvyat with 6 for Toro Rosso. Can only get better for them. Stroll and Raikkonen still yet to score, but you know, with the upgrades that Alfa Romeo have brought, I don't see any problem with Alfa Romeo getting more points. I really don't. I think they could be a dark horse for some decent points in Canada if they pull their finger out from their rear end. But on this lovely Wednesday, and it is a lovely, lovely Wednesday, isn't it? Let's get 15 likes, shall we? We'll do it all together. And you can subscribe for more daily, and I do mean daily, F1 2019, Snooker 19, NASCAR Heat 4, career mode videos, as well as other live streams available throughout the week. When you hit that notification bell, and when you do, you get notified when a new episode goes live, and when we're live, when we're not working. But we'll get this gear up to replace, and thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you on the start line at the Circuit Gilles de Villeneuve for the next instalment of our F1 2019 career mode at the Canadian Grand Prix. See you then.